Oh hey. This video is going to be kind of long, so I don't blame you if you click away at some point. But if there's anyone watching this who's actually a dedicated subscriber, I recommend you stick around because I'm going to be talking about the future of this channel, where I want to see it go, and how you can help it get there. So before we get into the future, I want to talk a little bit about the past. I started this channel with some of my friends back in high school under the name JTS Productions. And the first video we ever made together was in 2006. It was a Spanish project titled Brigadier Crenshaw and the Terrorist Bears of the Forest. That video is, by any standards, pretty horrible. The effects are bad, the Spanish translation is god-awful, but we had a lot of fun making it, and it got pretty popular with our classmates, so much to the point where we actually sold CDRW copies of it at school, and my friends got an A on that project. Yes, full disclosure, I wasn't actually in the class that we made it for. They just knew I knew even a slight amount of how to make a video, so I became the editor. But this kind of project got the idea going in our heads that maybe we could make stuff like this on a sort of regular basis, either for other easy A's on school projects or just cuz, for the sake of seeing some stupid idea become real. And this mindset led to the creation of several short comedy films over the next couple of years, as well as an hour-long sequel to our first project, aptly named Brigadier Crenshaw Dos. And for our high school senior project, we made a third one, Brigadier Crenshaw Trace, 2.5 hours of bear puns and bad CGI that only deserves a rewatch if you have some mental prep time for the exhaustion that comes with it. We weren't the most popular kids in school, but pretty much everyone knew us for our videos, and for the most part, classmates and teachers alike enjoyed them. Then we graduated high school and there wasn't really much of a reason to make them anymore, other than the occasional spark of creativity that comes with saying the phrase, "Let's make a sketch." In about 2010, my video making friends and I were all still living in the same town and going to community college together. And we decided it was time to change up the name of the studio, which was currently named JTS because those are my initials. And I was, and still sometimes am, the major driving force behind our stuff. But we wanted to move away from that idea towards something a little more inclusive. And after an hour or so meeting in the couch section of Fred Meyer, we ended up keeping the JTS name for reasons I can't even remember, but changing Productions to Entertainment, because it fit a more open-ended idea of creating things that weren't just videos, and because every 12-year-old ever on YouTube uses the word Productions in their channel name. Now, we had been posting all of our videos to YouTube since the beginning because YouTube was pretty much the only place you could do that at the time, and it had only started existing about a year prior to the first Brigadier Crenshaw, and it made sense to host the videos somewhere online where our classmates and friends could watch them without having to buy or take a disc of some kind from me in the courtyard of the high school. But it had been maybe 5 or 6 years since we started doing that, and we barely had 100-ish subscribers. Probably a lot less, I can't even really remember. It was not a lot. So as part of our fresh start, I made this channel that you're watching this on right now. I re-uploaded all of our old videos, I hid the originals on our first channel, and I incorporated a streamlined, semi-professional look to everything, with new branding and logos and consistent font and color usage and all of that nice stuff. I started really heavily paying attention to what every YouTuber and help guide was telling me to do. Snazzy thumbnails, professional titles, informative tags, descriptive descriptions, sharing the videos on social media, all of that good stuff. But it became 2011, and then 2012, and then 2013. And even though we kept making videos pretty regularly, with all of these suggestions put into play, we still weren't seeing results. In 2014, I did an experiment in the final months of my college life. I created a new video every week for a little over 3 months. Comedy sketches, movie reviews, music videos, a bunch of stuff. And still, pretty much no one watching them. We had been on YouTube now for like 8 years and had barely over 200 subscribers. That same year, I met composer Adam Mullen, who started writing music for my occasional comedy sketches, and I started writing the script for a feature film that I'm still working on today, which would eventually become known as Vi-Reality. The original script for that incorporated a ton of characters from our past videos, playing integral parts in the plot, before I ran it by several people who all unanimously told me no one will ever watch that because they don't know know any of the references or what's even going on. So I did several rewrites until it got to a point worthy of filming, and in 2015 we spent 2 weeks straight filming half the movie, with the intention to not make much or any JTS Entertainment content until the movie was done. But then Warner Brothers released their first teaser trailer for Batman v Superman, an at the time highly anticipated film. Pretty much on a whim, I animated the thing in the style of the 90s Batman and Superman cartoons, and Adam wrote an original score mixing the Hans Zimmer-y sound of the movies with the melodies from the original animated series. I had never, and still have not, seen any of my videos skyrocket the way this one did. It was the first time I would consider anything of mine going viral, as the kids say. As of making this video, the BVS animated trailers sits just under 1 million views, and it got most of those within the first couple months of being online. Within hours of me posting the video, there were dozens of reputable news sources posting about it, and I could sit and refresh the page and just watch the view count go up by the thousands. Our subscriber count was also rising rapidly, going from 200 something to 2,000 something in just a few days. I figured this was it. This was what I'd been waiting for 9 years to happen. Eventually the views started to slow down, and while that trailer is still the most viewed video I've ever made, I've not made anything for this channel since then that's even come close. And the reason is that video took a long time to make. Like all day, every day for a week doing nothing but that. It was made right in the middle of me devoting most of my time to my movie, and it was just for the sake of doing it. I didn't intend to make more of that kind of video, and honestly, I didn't really want to. The next handful of videos I made after that got way more views than normal, but I can only assume that's because all those people subscribed to see more DC Comics animated videos, and what they got was a guy in a suit pretending to be a baby, or cow sound effects. To be fair, there's probably some people watching this right now that are going, oh yeah, why am I still subscribed to this channel? Then 2016 happened. It seems 2016 was a horrible year for a lot of people, and I was not excluded from this. I lost 2 family members, I tried to buy a house and failed miserably. I can't even remember all the other bad stuff because I guess I've blocked it out. This led to absolutely nothing being filmed for Vireality for that whole year. We did, however, start a new monthly movie review series, Pleasantries, in the hopes of revitalizing whatever strained attention span our audience still had for us. Now, 2017 saw a lot of progress on Vireality, and a handful more movie reviews and sketches, and now here we are. Finally, said the viewer, he got through the whole boring story. Well, Grandpa ain't done talking yet. As you can probably tell from my tale, this YouTube channel is pretty special to me. It's had its ups and downs, its one-hit wonders, its cult classics, but it's all over the place. There's no cohesiveness to the content, there's no regular schedule for new videos, there's no real way to tell what you're gonna get by subscribing to JTS Entertainment. And that's what I want to fix. My movie Vireality is something I need to devote as much of my attention to as possible until it's complete. I've been working on this movie for roughly 4 years now, and I'm tired of it looming over my head all the time. The attention I need to give this movie is not worth the half-assed content you're gonna see here in the meantime. You deserve better videos, and the videos themselves deserve to be better. Now, I'm not saying that the stuff we've made in the last few years has sucked. There's been a few gems that I'm really proud of, and I don't regret making any of it. I have a lot of fun every time we make a video, no matter the shape or size, even with all the natural frustration that comes with the production process. But I want future content from this channel to all live up to the same standard, and I can't give it the attention it deserves right now, not until Vireality is a thing of the past. I do have high hopes for the future. I admire channels like Corridor Digital or Red Letter Media, or other channels that are essentially what I've always wanted this one to be, where my friends and I can spend our days making videos that people really enjoy, and actually make a reasonable living doing so. That's the dream. Now, over the last couple years, I've also been working toward that goal under another name, the Watchtower Database, which is actually not related to Jehovah's Witnesses, but in fact a YouTube channel and future encyclopedic website dedicated to the same 90s DC animated universe that Batman v Superman video was all about. We've gotten that channel into the tens of thousands of subscribers, with videos every week and a consistent growing audience. We also produce a webcomic, we host a podcast, and we're bringing in new faces to the group all the time. We're effectively doing what I've always wanted JTS Entertainment to become, through the relatable and recognizable frontmen of Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman and the other ones. My dream is to one day run a physical studio, creating content for both these channels and anything else that comes into our heads. Working in the same space to create new and innovative videos, feature films, short films, music, together. Even though Vireality has been toned down from being just one giant reference to my past work that nobody has seen or heard of, it still has plenty of those callbacks, even if often more subtle, and in my mind it kind of acts as closure or the end of an era for the JTS Entertainment world of characters. It won't be the end, but more like a new beginning. When the film is complete, where will we go? What will happen to JTS Entertainment? Well, I can tell you a few things. I want to change the name. I want to find a more niche target of video content. I want to create I want to create Steve. I want to create stuff people want to see, but not waver from the stuff we have done that's garnered attention. Jennifer Garner, to be exact. I want an overhaul. A makeover. New ideas, new direction. I want a comprehensive plan, and I want consistency. I want that for the channel and myself, but I also want that for you, the viewer, because there's a lot of stuff out there on the internet. If I stopped making anything, there would be no short supply of entertainment, JTS or not, for you to find. But creating things and entertaining people is what I consider to be my purpose. And those who do pay attention to what's going on around here may be sad if they learned it was all just gonna come to an end. So no, we're not going away forever. But in 2018, you're not going to see a lot of stuff around here, while I work my ass off to finish this movie. In the meantime, I welcome you to check out the Watchtower Database channel, which often gets infused with the same kind of humor you'll find around here. And take a look at our Patreon while you're at it. It's not much right now, but the more people we get involved, the more cool stuff we'll be releasing there exclusively, and the more you can feel like you're helping keep the JTS Entertainment spirit alive. Because you would be. You wouldn't just feel like it, you'd be giving me $1 or more every month. And that's money we can use to get toward our brand new day just a little bit faster. I think I've said enough. If you made it this far, thank you sincerely for listening. As an experiment, if you're someone that actually keeps up with the content on this channel, leave a comment below with the word hummus. I really hope that whoever you are, you have a great 2018. And I'll see you here every once in a while as we push forward with Vireality and beyond.